So I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half listening to Eminem, trying to get my head around this. A good friend of mine, someone that I highly respected, passed away today. He suffered from a heart attack a while back, and he was in a coma, or that's what I believe to be what happened. And sadly he passed away today. And I got the text message off a friend who, when I read it, I mean, it was like a body shot from Mike Tyson. I just stuck to the ground. I just can't believe that this would happen to someone like this person who did pass away. His name is Aaron, and I met him when I worked at Asda with him, a supermarket. It's, everyone who watches from America, it's basically Walmart, but we call it Asda here. And for the years that I was there and he was there, I mean, me and him ran that place. Or we felt like we did. Like, from the moment I met him, I had the utmost respect for him, because he just approached me and shook my hand and said hello. And that to me is the greatest sign of respect, to just walk up to a stranger and shake their hand and say hello. And from that day we just there's just no words. There's no words. I can't even describe what I'm feeling right now. It's just, I'm so taken back by this. And I tried to plan this video. I tried to record it with emotion, and I was getting too upset. I tried to record it happy because I felt like Aaron would want me to be unhappy, and I just couldn't get through it. And the only thing I can do is just speak from my heart right now, and that's probably why it sounds a bit jaded and stuff, but this is hard. This is probably the hardest video I've ever had to make. Let me just tell you about Aaron. Like, you could just tell that he was raised perfectly. He had such positive influences around him. He had wonderful parents, and he was just brought up with standards and morals and respect for other people. And I had a similar family, so that's why I was drawn to him. And he was just a perfect person. That's the only way I could explain who he was. He was a perfect person. He was always up to do stuff. He was healthy and fit and always playing football, doing sports. He was always happy and positive. He was always diplomatic and fair and never got involved in drama. He was the sort of person you could say your entire life problems to, and he would sit there and listen. He was a very intelligent person as well, and he could give you some advice and help you out with whatever you needed, and he was willing to, because he was just that sort of person. He was a perfect person, and it's really heartbreaking that someone of his caliber, someone as special as him, as important as he is, would be taken away. Now, I'm not a religious person at all, but I know that he was, and his family are. So if there is a heaven, if there is such things, Aaron's going to be running that place in a week. Trust me. He was a phenomenal person, and I'm going to miss him. I really am. There's a lot of times when I would talk to him when I was coming into Asda or going in just to shop, and I would he's the sort of person I would seek out to talk to. And there's not a lot of people in my life who have been like that, and there's always talk of work and jobs and stuff, because I'd left Asda and I was moving on, and his positivity and his attitude just made me change who I am, and it made me change my life. And he's the reason why I'm doing teaching at the moment, because I was speaking to him one time and I said I don't know whether to carry on getting into the security world or try and get into teaching. And he just looked at me and said, well, what do you want to do with your life? And I said, I've always wanted to be a teacher. And he just looked at me and said, well, go and do it. And I did, and I'm training to be that teacher now. So Aaron has really impacted my life and my personality, and meeting him was a true honour to know him and have him as a friend. And it wasn't like we were best friends seeing each other outside of work and stuff. It was just like a work friendship and just mutual respect. And he really impacted my life. He really did. And I can't imagine how his family and girlfriend and people who see him every day feel, because if he's affected me like this, it must just be the greatest loss to them possible. And my condolences are to his family and people who knew him and loved him like I did, because I hope that you can take solace in the fact that Aaron was a true, genuine, honest, respectful person. He was one of a kind. He was a special type of person, and I'm pretty sure it's not just me that he impacted while he was here. And if there is such a thing as fate or things that are meant to happen, then I can only take his attitude and his positivity into my life and live what I can to my fullest in memory of him, in honour of him. So Aaron, if you're watching, if you're listening, I love you, man. I really do. I'm really going to miss you, and I hope wherever you are, you're at peace and you're happy. My condolences to his family again. That's me done. Peace out. Take care.